troubles seem so far away. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay, and I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Yesterday came so suddenly. Why she had to go, Lord, I don't know. She wanna say, I say something wrong. Now alone. For yesterday.
Hello and welcome back to Midweek Point and Click. We are starting a new game. That's right, it's new game day. We are playing through Yesterday, a game that I played many moons ago back in 2012. I don't believe Steve's played it. Have you, Steve? How you doing? Welcome in.
Hey everybody. It's yesterday. All my trouble seems so far away.
Exactly. You've got a set of pipes on you there, Steve.
No.
Psycho and Keith, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, so this game was an absolute son of a gun to get set up and working and everything like that, but finally did it. So maybe when I start the game, we'll adjust the audio before we begin, just for next time, so we don't have to do it. From memory, I don't remember too much about it. It's got a cool art style, kind of like a it's like 3D animated, but I don't want to say it's stop motion, but it kind of has a unique look. You'll see it in a second anyway. I think it is about some murders that go on, and maybe something like murders that happened when, kind of like Stephen King's It, that something horrible happened in the past and now the adults come back to solve it. I think. I could be wrong. It's been a long time. All right. Well, no time like the present. Let's jump in and we'll see how this goes. Yesterday. It's kind of like comic book style as well. All right. So it's loud in my ears already. I'll share as soon as I get a chance, Steve.
Yep.
All right. How's that, everyone? I might crank it down a little bit. Crank it down? Can you crank something down, Steve? You can only crank it up.
I'd be able to. People usually don't say crank it down, but you can crank things either way.
Okay. Still, how's the sound for you, Steve? Is it too loud or?
I was, but I just turned down the stream sound, stream volume.
Yeah.
So as long as it's okay on stream and for you, then it's okay.
Okay, as long as we can crank down, then that's good. Hang on. Yeah, that's way better in my ears, at least. So if you want to adjust your stream accordingly. Chat, if there's anything amiss with the volume, let me know, or forever hold your peace. All right, let's go. Let's jump in. This game is dedicated to those who live on the street and those who try to improve their situation, like Les Enfants Terribles in France, the Pendulo Studios team. So, made by a homeless team. How about that? I don't hear any sound now.
No, I don't.
Don't think it's a scary game. Why isn't there any sound? I mean, it's just jump scares at this stage anyway. We'll see. I think it's more of a solve a crime game from memory, not. You'd think we'd be able to hear something by now. Okay, there is sound, so we're gonna just restart that again. 1 second. How do we go? You sure you want to leave? Don't quit the whole game. Okay, that's fine. So how are you guys doing this fine weekend? It is a long weekend for Steve and I. We had yesterday off.
We had a day off for a sports game that happens today or tomorrow.
Exactly.
So basically, yeah, we had a day off for an event that happens on the weekend anyway.
Long weekend off. Yeah, it's good. And spring. Oh, look at this. Now we got sound. Oh, it didn't quit stream for you, did it, Steve?
I get it. I can skip the. I don't need. I can skip the intro though.
Oh yeah, maybe just watch the stream intro until the cutscene stops. Ooh. Maybe this is gonna be like Gabriel Knight meets Broken Sword. Much more effective with sound. Oof. Why? Don Quixote.
Another
place in
homeless
Japan.
person burned to death. It's the 6th one this year.
And the killer?
Nothing, Henry. The victims are faceless and nameless, and no one cares. Not the media, the police, or politicians.
Some people do care. I care.
There's almost nothing we can do from here. Go talk to them, get their names, count them, offer them our help and resources. Convince them they can have a better life. Take a look at this list.
Hey, Steve.
In all these places, there are homeless people we still haven't contacted. We have to continue our work despite the danger.
I'll do my best. I'll start with the first one and
Cadway Station? Forget that one.
wait for me here.
Want me to go with you?
I'd rather you stayed and watched the band.
It's too dangerous. It's on the list because... how should I know? No one has gone there since the hall collapsed. And frankly, I doubt there's anyone still living in that hellhole. Do me a favor. Stay out of trouble, okay?
The end is near. Have a nice day. That's lovely. Yeah, it almost reminds me of the art style of like, what's that game about the mint-colored hero? It was around the time of Beast Wars. Not Freakazoid. Something Zoid? Do you need help? No, we don't need help. Alright, cool. Now that we are here, I can share it with you, Steve.
Yeah, Don Quixote is a book that I have a weird relationship with because my mum once got it and said I should read this. So it's like gonna do a thing of like her reading it maybe. Because he did that for Neverending Story, but we never got to the end of that. But I think it was for whatever reason because my parents were separated or divorced, even. And so my dad's my dad was there for some reason. I think we were traveling. My dad's gone, oh, you don't want to read that. It was either kiddie stuff or girly stuff or something like that.
Oh yeah, just pure boomer energy.
Basically. But then I took it as a kid, I took it on board. As an impressionable kid, I took it on board. So that whenever Mum would say, "Oh, you should read this. It's really interesting, really funny," and it's like, "Nah." And yeah, I refused to take that story in. I know the basics of the windmill. I guess I don't know the basics of the story. I think I did at one stage, I've forgotten it, but I know about the, like windmill and stuff, but and the basics of the character. But yeah, no, I've never read the book because of my dad's boomerish comment.
Yeah, I've never read it. I only know it from basically, obviously, a historical figure, I guess, but mainly Japan, the convenience stores with the penguin. Reboot, that's the one I
think
was
it's
talking about, Keith. Yeah, Reboot had that like mint-colored hero, I think.
I think it's completely fictional, but it's like it's a big literary reference sort of thing.
All right, so we've got some icons down the bottom. Let's see what they do. What's this one? Interface bar minimized. Okay. Always visible. Okay, cool. Got sound. We can adjust that if need be. What's star? Oh, okay. What is this? Is this? Oh, is this? What is this? Is this saving? Continues the story for your most advanced move in your progress through the game. Okay. Sure. Okay, that's a weird way to do it. We've got, if you're blocked, you can use this to get small hints. Nice. You'll need a rope or something similar. Okay. And then this is the hotspot one, I reckon. Yeah, click here to see hotspots. Love that. All games should have hotspots. Maybe it's a gigantic eye, maybe not. But the truth is, you feel like you're being watched. You could take this one of the tiles from the mosaic, but you don't. Okay. There's a suitcase trapped under the rubble that's blocking the stairway. Oh, do you reckon we can get in? No matter how hard you pull on the handle, you can't get the suitcase out from under the rubble. So the same. Yeah, cool. It's kind of interesting that it brings up like a comic. Okay. Train carriage. Tickle bits. How you doing? Your heart skips a beat when you think you've found someone, but it's just a mannequin. Whoever lives here has a twisted sense of humor. So the musical of Man of Mancha, and that's the closest you've got to reading it, aside from the obvious cultural references.
Yeah, the tilting at a windmill is one I remember. Oh, thinking it's a dragon and tilting at it. And getting stuck in the blade. That and the character of, like, I like it being an old knight riding a donkey, but he still thinks he's a great knight.
There's a pipe. Can we take the pipe? An iron handrail is broken. You've never exactly been famous for your physical prowess, so you pick up the iron bar to protect yourself from any problems that might come up. Lovely. Okay. You're thirsty and your mouth is dry. If only the can were full. I think that even if that can was full, I ain't drinking it
I
off.
wouldn't drink it.
No.
No.
Even when, I don't know if you do, maybe I'm a sicko, but whenever I buy a can of drink, like from a 7-Eleven or a supermarket or whatever, I generally wash the top of it. Because usually they can sit in the store and there's like dust and stuff at the top. Right now you drink anything, even a beer, maybe something you normally detest. Oh, that's like you, Steve.
Mm.
Even though the can is empty, who knows? It may come in candy later. Okay. You know, I've only seen it in the US, but when I was in Hawaii, I guess it's because it's illegal here, so I've never seen it here, but there was a guy on the bus that was spitting chewing tobacco into a bottle, which was real gross. Like it was like a Mountain Dew bottle that was just filled with yellow liquid. An electrical cable, several meters long. Spelt meters wrong.
Yeah, as made as in measuring something.
When you pick up the cable, an image of Ralph Martinson comes to mind. A student in your uni who was found hanging in the restroom a couple of months ago. Yikes. All right, let's click this little. Nothing else in here. Oh, we can check this out. She seems to be weeping. You don't consider picking up the mannequin or changing its pose. Brad, how you doing? Chewing tobacco is illegal in Australia. You can't get it here.
People spit. People allowed to spit, and they do. But chewing tobacco is illegal.
Just seeing people spit in general is so horrible. I remember when I worked in a technology park many years ago, there was like a inbuilt sort of cafeteria, and the owner of that, I saw him walking to the bathroom indoors, mind you, and he just hocked a loogie and spat it on the carpet, and I never looked at him in the same way again. Okay, I think that's about it.
There's a person, this director called Barry Sonnenfeld. He did like Men in Black and Adam's Family and stuff. He was on the Gilbert Gottfried podcast as a guest, and one of the stories he told was he wasn't the director, but he was like one of the sub people for on the movie Misery. And he said James Caan was like really difficult to work with, and he goes, he's not a bad guy, like he's a decent guy, but the problem is he's miscast for the role because he ended up being good, but okay, but it's like he basically says it's like he's on cocaine. He doesn't do drugs, but it's like he's on cocaine at any given time. Like he's just full of energy, and he's in a movie that he has to be strapped to a bed the whole time, and so it goes really hard. But one stage, he was told he has to crawl somewhere, like a thing, and he goes, "Where should I stop?" And he goes, I'd had enough of him at that stage, and so he goes, "Where do I need to stop?" And he said, I spat on the ground and said, "Up to the loogie."
Yuck.
It's just gross and this weird power play.
Can't be opened. There is rubble blocking it on the other side. I reckon that with this pipe that we've got, we could use it as a fulcrum, if you will. Just got to remember which doorway I came in. No, let's go the other doorway. Oh, that is a angry teddy bear. A telephone with no receiver and with a broken keypad. As things stand, calling from this phone is not an option.
It's a mannequin. It's a mannequin.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? This is like a bizarre mix of rubble and toys. Could there be children living in this station? Since you're a bit of a nerd, you pick up the battery-operated figure of a character from a video game that came and went almost unnoticed. Ah, sweet. Nothing else in the pile interests you.
Not sure. It's like you haven't seen them in ages, and they're used much less. But I don't know if we've actually removed them.
I have seen a few. I think there's a couple on Elizabeth Street still, Steve. But I've never seen anyone use it, at least. It's just, they're just there.
Probably much less now.
There's
This to be
rubble
when
on the door.
my dad's place, we moved out of recently, but it's been for ages. There used to be a payphone right across the road from us. And we used to think if we believed in like ley lines and stuff, then all the bad ley lines intersected at this payphone. Because people would beat the shit out of it. And not even just like hoodlums, it's just people go there to make a call and they'd end up just going, like smacking the hands, like going, fuck you, fuck you.
Jesus.
So it's had like the worst juju.
Heavy rubble prevents you from opening the door. Well, let's see if we can... You use the bar as a lever, but you fail to move the rubble. Okay. Is that a basketball hoop or is it a fire extinguisher holder? A basketball hoop, somewhat broken. Unlike your friend Cooper, you've never been interested in sports. Oh, it looks like there's a coin in there. There's a coin stuck in the slot. You press the coin return button, but the trapped coin doesn't drop. We didn't check out this. Oh, maybe we can rip off the... Doo-doo. That's cool. Alright. Box of toys. Oh, there's a little synth in there. An electronic keyboard. Most likely a cheap one. You pick up the keyboard even though it has no batteries. Okay. Ah, I have a theory. Because doesn't phone numbers, they call via tone recognition, right? And the keypad, the numbers actually play a different tone, so it detects what number it is. Maybe we play the tone on the keyboard somehow?
Or get out of a room like the movie War Games.
You pick up the toy phone from the box. Oh, didn't even see that one. Any more toys? You decide not to pick up any more of the toys. Okay, so what if we... Toy phone. Drag this onto here. It occurs there that you could use the receiver from the toy telephone. But right away you see that it's a really stupid idea. Okay. What if I... You remember that having read about Roy Neely... What? You remember having read about Roy Neary in a scientific journal. Neary was the first person to place a telephone call without using a keypad. By emulating its tones, there you go, into the receiver with an organ. Unfortunately, the payphone has no receiver and the keyboard has no batteries. What else could go wrong? Okay. You recall the words of June, the director of the Children of Don Quixote. Cadway Station? Forget that one. Stay out of trouble, okay?
I'd know that about the rotary phone.
You could take one of the tiles from the mosaic, but you don't. You can also simulate a rotary phone by hanging up over and over again. I always see, you see it in like movies that people, in fact, I don't know that would work here. Maybe it's an American thing, but they hit the hang up thing over and over and over again. Operator, operator. Oh, okay, here we go. Whoever lives here really doesn't want anyone to get through the gate. Although you've never been very interested in your body, you value it enough to not climb through the bramble. I wonder if we can use this on this. Boo-boo. Okay. You assume that it was put there by the people who live here. What are they protecting? It's locked, and obviously it can't be pushed open. Okay. Can we use this guy on it? It would be too much of an ask for the poet's knife to fit in the keyhole of and open the padlock. Yep, it's too much to ask. The poet, huh? Okay. How do we go back? It's not that the sight of blood makes you faint, but you'd rather not climb over the gate to hurt yourself in the brambles. Where is the... Oh, there we go. I thought there was a Geiger counter, but it makes a noise whenever you move over the hotspot. Throw the pop can at the lock. It feels like Hitman, yeah. I think we can get to that suitcase. Maybe we can pry this open. You try to use the bar as a lever between the rubble and the suitcase, but you fail to get it out. Okay. What if we tie this on here and yank it out? You tie one end to the cable of the handle of the suitcase, then wrap the other end around the column and tie it also to the handle of the suitcase. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, and then use the bar and then you twist it and it'll pull it out. That's what I reckon will happen. You insert the bar between the cable and the column and you turn it. That's pretty smart. Yeah. Multiplying your force until the cable finally pulls the suitcase from underneath the rubble. How about that, huh? You don't think the cable is going to be any further use, so you leave it there. Where's the suitcase? Oh, hang on. What about the bar? For now, you leave the metal bar next to the column. Is there a suitcase there?
There's an event in your inventory.
Oh, okay. You open the suitcase and find several things that might be useful to you. Ooh, a screwy. Box cutter. And some tape. Okay. You try to pry the coin out of the slot with a screwdriver, but you can't get it out. I reckon the tape would probably be a good one. Oh no, I guess not. The knife blade is too thin to dislodge the trapped coin. A keyboard. You don't want to cut this. You cut the cable, severing the receiver from the toy phone. Okay. It occurs to you that you could use the receiver from the toy phone, but right now you see that's a really stupid idea. Really? Okay. And we got rid of... Oh no, we still have this bit. Toy phone. Oh, there's probably some batteries in this dude. Ah, yes. You unscrew the cover of the battery compartment on the back of the figure and remove the batteries. Yes. Okay, then we put... The batteries are exactly the right type for the keyboard. You insert and press it on and see that the batteries actually work. There's no flap, right? So you probably have to use this. No? Okay. Unfortunately, the payphone has no receiver, plus you have no idea if the line is working. Can I cut the can? You cut a strip from the aluminum... Hang on. You cut a strip of aluminium
It's spelt aluminum.
from the can, thinking it might come in very handy. Okay, so this should be able to get the coin out.
Also, we have an international audience who should be using the correct wording.
This strip of aluminium is too flexible to dislodge the coin. I actually think I know how this works. This should be, from watching Lockpicking Lawyer, this aluminium strip should be able to open up the lock. The aluminium can is thin enough to slip between the shackle and the body of the padlock. Damn straight it is. Making the internal cylinder turn, which opens up the lock and lets you enter the adjacent room.
Huh?
Oh.
It's climaxing.
He is. And then they're aghast watching him do it. Oh.
A heretic has profaned sacred ground, Choke. What should we do with him?
Have ourselves some fun.
Brothers and sisters.
You're crazy as a coconut.
Brothers and sisters.
Silence. I've asked you to come to the Hall of Eternity because the peace of our community has been disturbed. Show yourself, heretic. Who are you?
Ooh. Shall we tell the truth? What do you think?
I mean, there's no reason not to.
Okay.
My name is Henry White.
Good. That's what appears on your ID. Did you think for 1 minute we wouldn't look in your pockets, Henry White? So, Henry White, let's talk about you. What does your family do?
Since your father is the president and a majority shareholder in the White Enterprises, you hesitate before answering. If you tell the truth, they'll surely demand a ransom and you'll be free. But you also like to do things for yourself without relying on your family's money.
Answer, or I'll shoot, heretic.
Let's tell the truth.
My parents are wealthy. If you let me go, you'll get a reward.
We don't want their money, but it might help them overcome the trauma of your disappearance. What do you say? But let's not prejudge him, brothers and sisters. Let's let him defend himself. Why have you profaned our temple, heretic?
To help.
I've come to help you. You can see that I work for the children of Don Quixote. It's a foundation that helps homeless people by offering them shelter, food, resources, and even identification papers.
Is that so? What do you think, brothers and sisters? Henry White. I've been alive for over 80 years. I can see through your lies. You work for a foundation that works to deprive us of our rights. Look at us. Do we look like we need shelter, food, resources? In what way is all that going to help us, heretic? In nothing! In nothing!
The guy's trigger discipline is pretty bad.
Should I tell Boris to shoot Henry White? Or do you think you can come up with a reason why your existence should continue?
Let's pray to his intelligence.
I don't want to seem conceited, but according to IQ tests, my intelligence is above average.
So, you're intelligent. I never would have guessed.
I was thinking him.
Prove it. Have you ever played chess?
I'm not bad. I'm champion in my university.
White has a chance at checkmate in one move. What is it?
Oh, shit. Okay. White has a chance to checkmate in one move. Okay, so it's D7 to E7. Oh, it's hang on. Is this a bishop? Where's the queen?
Queen's
Oh,
down.
they're all bishops.
White
Okay.
queen's gone.
Bishops or pawns. Okay.
Can't see how pawn could go to F7. Bishop to E.
Let's see what they
Half the
are.
moves are illegal. Pawn to F3.
C8. That's not it. Oh, no, that'll get us a piece. No, hang on. Bishop to C8. Okay, to here. I'll get taken by this guy. So it's not that one. Pawn to F3. F3 is here. Pawn can't go into F3 because the queen's there. Oh, unless it's this one here. Could take that. That's not a checkmate. Bishop to E7. E7.
That's illegal anyway because it'd be a revealed check
Bishop
if you
to-
took the queen.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Bishop to E7. Because then I can't get taken by the pawn.
This move is famous. The Evergreen from 1852. Bishop takes the knight at E7 and checkmate.
Well done.
Yes.
But it was your memory that saved you, not your deductive capacity.
Oh, he shouldn't have said anything then.
White makes a single move. That, although it doesn't result in checkmate, leaves black without options.
Oh, God. Leaves black without options. Your turn, Steve. Leaves
Okay,
black
rooks.
without options.
Was supposed to be not a checkmate, right? So it can't be rook to H4.
Yeah, it's just blocking.
He's already kind of stuck. Rook to G5. Rook to G5. I think the rook would just get taken by the pawn. Rook to D1. Bishop to D1.
Okay, well,
No, because if you did that, then the king will take the rook. Bishop to F5. So it goes there. That doesn't stop the king from moving more than it already can't.
oh. Oh no, that's not it. So essentially, I think the moves have to, well, pawn to G3. That's good.
I don't know, yeah. I know exactly what he was asking anyway, but there's a bunch of things like pawn to G3 that sort of closes him in more, but doesn't really stop him moving where he can't already move. Like,
But he doesn't take a piece, right? Maybe that's what they're trying to say is when they can't do anything. Oh, I wonder if it means like they can't take a piece. They can sort of move, but bishop to.
if so, like the pawn to G3 is the most minor move that doesn't.
I was thinking that too.
Like it blocks the king in more without actually exposing anything.
Oh, because if we move here, right? The king can't move here because of this, and then he can't move here because of this.
Yeah, the pawn threatens the block below him, but then he can't move to the block below him anyway because of the rook.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Are you comfortable with pawn to G3, or is there something else that's better? Bishop to F5.
I don't know. I don't understand it fully enough, but G3 seems to be the most
Let's do it.
strongest, like just push in move.
G2 to G3. Easy.
Yes, as you said, it was easy. Let's see if you can resolve this.
Oh my god.
Despite its desperate situation, White has a chance of checkmating one move.
Okay. White has a chance of checkmate in one move. Oh, wouldn't it be here? Bishop to E7? Yeah, right? Because we go here, and then he can't move.
Yeah, he's blocked in and under check. Yeah, I think that's it.
Why are you making it
Without
so
checking
easy?
the others.
Move the bishop from D6 to E7 and checkmate.
I don't need to test you any further, Henry White.
Yes!
You are intelligent, there's no doubt. But what is the source of this intelligence? God or the devil? You project kindness, but I perceive something dark in you, heretic. I need to cleanse my soul before deciding your fate.
Life or death.
Oh no. That can't be good.
The coin of judgment has been tossed, Henry White. Let Boris block the exit and make sure that the heretic doesn't escape or bother me while I pray.
He wouldn't dare try, Choke.
As for the rest of you, do me a favor and don't go too far away.
Why do you think his nickname is Choke, Steve?
Well, I guess it's not autoerotic asphyxiation if you don't die, but I reckon that's might be what he's into.
Boris has closed the doors so that you can't leave the station through the tunnel, and he assures you that if you try, he'll shoot. Okay, that's fine. We've got a new coin though, so we can actually test the phone. Oh, where did you get that from?
Well, keep looking then. Looking then. Find my Danny and call me when you have him or... Hello? Hello? Fuck!
Oh, he swore. He said a rude word. Oh, he's got a receiver. Boris, a crazy hobo with a gun.
I think I know what that phone call you received earlier was about, and I wanted to say that I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about, eh? There's nothing to be sorry about. They'll find Danny. They'd better. Happy birthday.
Who is Choke?
The reason I'm still alive. How old are you turning today? I would have rotted here if he hadn't come with his energy, his pickpocketing techniques, his drivel, and his will to live.
Pickpocketing, eh?
Do you think Choke is crazy?
A total nutball. He must have been hit on the head or something, because he can't remember anything from when he was young. What a shame. Look, wax from the candles has dripped on the cake. Sometimes he remembers things. Little flashes having to do with the scar on his hand, with the Y. Something about some cult. Then he loses it, like now, and thinks he's in the past. Funny old bastard, isn't he?
Do you really think he wants to kill me?
Choke doesn't mess around. For him, this is sacred ground, and you've profaned it. If he decides you should die, you die.
This guy seems okay there. Like, why doesn't he just not kill me?
Let me go. Please. My family is wealthy. They can pay you a handsome reward.
I used to make $3,000 a day. 3,000! And look at me now. Do you think I give a shit about money?
I'm the heir to White Enterprises, and someday it'll all be mine. Help me escape, and I'll make you rich.
I don't want to be rich. There's only one thing I want, and you can't give it to me. Not you or anyone else. But he will turn up. Make a wish.
Are you the person who brought the toys that are on the platform?
Dongs, welcome in.
Danny wouldn't want toys. Did you know it was his birthday? I'll go pick him up at school. We'll catch the subway at Cadway Station, and I don't want to be late. No overtime today. I'll drop whatever I'm doing and go to meet him. Happy birthday.
What did you do before you lived here?
Me? I set prices for things. Companies used to pay me a fortune for me to tell them if something was expensive or cheap, if it was worth buying or selling at a certain price. I worked a lot. Too much. It wasn't worth it.
I guess there has to be someone that actually sets an RRP on things, right?
Is your name really Boris? You don't have an accent.
I don't want people to remember my real name. I hate names. If Choke calls me Boris, I'm Boris. And many happy returns.
Okay. Oh, there's more choke options.
Is Choke the one murdering the hobos?
What kind of question is that? Choke? A hobo killer? What if it's me? Or you? Would you like a piece of cake?
Yeah, good so far. Personal.
I can help you, Boris. My group works to give people like you a future.
No. Anyway, aren't you rich? Why do you help homeless people?
I like doing things for myself. Someday, when the White Empire is mine, I'll cover all the cost of the Children of Don Quixote and of 1,000 other associations. But it isn't mine yet, and I can only do so much.
More choke.
What do these mannequins in the hall symbolize?
Ask Choke. I understand they're his fellow cult members. Didn't I tell you that Choke was in a cult? Are you coming to the party?
Okay, cool. Got everything. Can we use a box cutter on him? Try to overpower him with this, you'll stand to lose. So, knife versus gun? That's fair. Okay. Suitcase. Try to pull open this door, Boris will shoot. Okay, so we're trapped in the train carriage, not so much. Can't get out. Okay. It's for you, Boris.
Call.
Oh shit, what did it say?
Hello?
Where is Danny? Where? No, I don't read the papers. What happened at Cadway Station? No. It's not him. That child is not my Danny. It's not him. You understand? That is not my son. We'll keep looking, and call me when you find him. Not someone else. Him!
Hmm. Boo. Okay, let's try everything on him.
Why did Choke give me this subway token?
How should I know? The letter Y means something to Choke. Didn't you see his hand?
Okay, we'll lose. Is this yours? Nope. 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 It occurs to you that to call your friend Cooper to ask for help, but there's not even a cell phone coverage for emergency calls. Okay. A flashlight. Can. Battery operated figure. No batteries, by the way. Yeah. Keyboard. Toy phone. Suitcase. Box cutter. Screwy. Electrical tape. Token. No mere toy. This receiver is identical to the ones from 20 years ago. Okay. Boris could have posed this mannequin like this, thinking of his wife and his mother. You're nowhere near being able to want to give this a hug or console it. What's this? Oh, I'm allowed out this way. Okay, interesting. That's good. With the help of the electrical tape, you attach the phone to the receiver of the payphone. Okay, nice. Look at that. You immediately hear a dial tone. Despite all the years of damage, the line still works. Okay, so if we then connect... Still toying with the idea of emulating the number tones on the keyboard to make a call. However, it drives you crazy to think that despite having fixed the receiver, your brilliant idea won't work without a coin.
Oh, yeah.
So either we get the coin from here by putting in the subway token, or we can use this token. This type of telephone doesn't accept tokens. Only legally minted. Okay, so...
Yeah, that's just for the subway, not for payphones.
You insert the token and... you get the trapped coin to drop. Yes, look at us. You could place a call from this phone, you could pay for it with the coin, but unfortunately this is not the case. Okay, now that we've got this, you're still toying with the idea. Pick up the receiver, insert the coin, and... he's playing it acoustically.
Mm. Like, how does he know off his head what the tones are for the telephone?
He's a genius. Yeah, it is silent. I don't know. Oi, Biff.
I'm watching the van, man. It's just that...
Come, Cooper.
But didn't you want me?
They're crazy and armed, you hear me? Be careful.
Come on, Henry. No way I'm falling for that.
The time's come, heretic. Prepare to die.
Hmm. Oh, and now we're this guy.
Cooper.
You grab the rag hanging from the rim. Yuck. Decomposing garbage. You've smelled worse, but you're not thrilled about having to touch it. You tell yourself that if the girl had ever noticed you, you'd never raise a hand to her. Too big to pick up, isn't it? Ooh. That dashboard couldn't be cleaner, because just 2 days ago you helped clean out the van. Grab the box of matches and a key that you find in the glove box. Nice. You look in the glove box, but you decide to not take anything else. You try to open, but it's locked. With a small click, the back door opens. Take the bat. Grab the bat. Hey, it's yours anyway. And the gas can. Nice. Oh, can we...
We're
Oh, damn.
gonna solve the bat versus knife debate. Oh no, it's knife versus gun. He's got a gun still.
Yeah, but we've got the box cutter, so
But
maybe...
our character's got the knife, yeah.
There's nothing else. Alright. Did I see a little hole in the fence there? A hole in the fence, probably the work of hooligans or hobos. Bending a piece of wire back and forth, you managed to break off a length of wire that was already half broken. Oh, nice. You could take more wire, but you decided to skip it. I think it's time to go in. Henry's on the other side of this tunnel. He's in trouble.
Afraid of the dark, Cooper? Why don't you make a torch? Oh, yeah, now I remember, because you don't know how! Look, everybody, at the idiot who can't figure out how to make a torch! But no laughing, because it's pathetic. And he's a scumbag. You're a scumbag, aren't you, Cooper? You're pathetic, and you're a scumbag, right?
It's like David
Mr.
Schwimmer.
Scumbag!
Yeah.
You secure the
Okay.
rag to the bat. Hang on.
Right.
Just soak the rag. If you light the match and put it inside the can, you'll blow yourself up. True enough. What about a flaming bat? Is that more scary than a standard bat?
Playing with fire, Cooper? Are you scared of the dark? Do you want me to change your sheets? Or would you rather I peed in your bed to save you the time, scumbag?
Brutal. You recall having seen mosaics like this in some science fiction movie, perhaps. The only thing you can do with this mosaic is to bash it with your fist, but you prefer not to. Okay. A roll of electrical cable. You grab the cable without asking yourself if you could have left it there. Who could have left it there? All right. Well, that's kind of cool that we used it up with one character, but it can be used by another. We're probably gonna have to tie somebody, no doubt. Stairway is blocked with a heap of rubble. You try to move the rubble, the unblocked stairway, but there's so much of it. The pieces are so big that you give up immediately.
But then when we use it to tie someone up, we're going to have a monologue by the scout leader.
That's not how you
You
tie
think
it,
you can
not?
fucking tie someone up? They'll fucking get loose, you fucking scumbag idiot. Fuck you.
It's so true. You grab the iron bar. Good weapon to use against whoever is holding Henry prisoner. When you go to pick up the plank, you almost think in Henry's voice not to do it. No, Cooper. Leave it there. It'll help you get over the tracks. No question about it. Henry is a thoughtful friend, and he knows how to explain things. Poor Cooper. All right. The doors of the subway car are closed. You use your greatest resource, brute force, but you try to open it and they won't budge. Wow, what if we use this? After delivering several fruitless blows to the door with the bar, you decide to use it as a lever and... we're in. Oh. Instinctively, you raise the iron bar and bash the head of the figure at the end of the car. But then, just when you're about to do it, you realize it's just a mannequin.
Cooper, you scumbag! Why did you hit Johnson, huh? He said what about your mother? There's probably some truth in it. And it's about time you learned to think instead of resorting to violence all the time. You are pathetic, Cooper.
Poor Cooper. If the mannequin is the work of Henry's captors, what he told you is no joke. They're crazy and they're armed. Do you hear me? Be careful. You grab the plastic receiver that's in the pocket. You could probably use that as a distraction saying, Boris, there's a phone call for you. There are bullets here in the pocket. Oops, there were. Nice. You take the trench coat if it were black, but it's not. You would like to have a trench coat like this one, but in black leather. Oh, really? You've seen The Matrix too many times. Oh, accidentally clicked out of the game. Ah! There we go. Went to the wrong scene. Okay. Suppose we never tried opening it with him. You think yourself capable of ripping it off its hinges, but there is so much rubble on the other side that it wouldn't do you any good. Ticklebit's heard potty mouth Steve. Which way is it? Is it this way? Nope, the other way. Okay. Rubble and toys. How boring. You decide not to take anything from here. Boxes of toys. Henry might have brought them here for the homeless people, but I don't think so. You decide not to take anything. Okay. Someone put electrical tape on the cable. Don't ask why. You've never considered the possibility of calling to ask for help, so you don't even notice that the keypad is broken. Oh, there's rubble here. Maybe we could, Oh, no, I guess not. Rubble is blocking the door. With some difficulty, you clear it away. Oh, look at that. And you smile to yourself thinking Henry wouldn't have been able to do this. Okay. There's a padlock that's keeping the door closed. Summon all your strength to open the lock, but you can't do it. What if we use this? As always, your first thought is brute force. You prepare to strike the padlock with the bar, but then you remember.
Have you ever heard of a wedge? Even if we had the biggest one in the world, we wouldn't be able to get it into your head. Ain't that right, scumbag?
So you bend the bar and make it into a wedge, and you hit the ends with the bat. Oh. Huh. How about that? Imitating a slam dunk, you jump and hang from the hoop, which breaks off because of your weight. Oh, okay. Empty as your stomach. When did Henry go and get into this mess in dinner time? There's nothing here to be had, not even a miserable pack of gum to keep your jaws busy. As carefully as you can, you stick out your head and...
After cleansing my soul of lies of the malignant one, I have filled it with discernment and have reached a decision. The heretic Henry White shall be subjected to the judgment of God, and thereby shall be flung into the well of truth. If the rats, those diabolical beings that inhabit it, perceive traces of divine goodness in Henry White's soul, they will rise up against him, tearing into his mortal flesh with their nails and teeth until he bleeds to death. In this
Brutal.
case, we will rejoice at having led the soul of a just man to heaven. But if on the contrary, Henry White is as diabolical as they are, they will treat him with respect. And in that case, I myself shall, with a single shot, send his abominable, detestable, and repugnant soul to hell. Nevertheless, before flinging him into the well, I shall grant him enough time to ask forgiveness of the High One and prepare his soul in peace.
Your soul is mine.
We pray silently for your poor soul, Henry White.
There's something about this madman that reminds you of someone. He's holding up a gun, so you can't go up to him and punch him out. You'll have to get there before he sees you. Oh, look, he's got a jumper underneath. The guy who has Henry will fling him into the sewer as soon as the other says the word. You have to find a way of threatening this guy who has Henry to release him. A phone call, no doubt. But first you must get rid of the other madman. Okay. Let's go down that room we haven't been in. Oh, jeez. What is this? A round metal beam. Probably a master beam. With a running start, you might even be able to jump and grab it. But then what? How would you get to the other side? Oh, we could swing like Tarzan. One of the few pipes that didn't break when the roof collapsed. Too far. If your troop leader, Mr. Hart, from the Young Pioneers was here, he'd probably say something like this to you. Here we go. And just how do you plan to attach the cable to the pipe, moron? Hart, if there's anyone you despise, it's him. Maybe we... Oh. You tie one end to the end to the basketball hoop. We've got a grappling hook. You take careful aim and... Hell yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that wasn't... Like, trusting that with your weight wasn't the brightest idea, but he got away with it.
Yeah. You realize when you get up close, you realize that it's been has several bullet holes in it. Okay. Even though the aroma of death fascinates you, you leave the rat there for more reasons of hygiene than anything else. A thick iron door. You're able to rip the door off the hinges easily. Can we put this on here? You remember the plank that you saw in the entrance of the subway car and... Yes, okay. Oh, there's a gun in there. Hanging from the cartridge belt is a revolver. You feel a strange shiver when you grab the revolver. You now have a loaded gun. Be careful. Woohoo! Oh. Yuck. What are these beep beep beeps though? Oh, that's it. Sweet. Is there a way to save? Is it this one? Oh. Must autosave along the way. That's cool.
Oh, souls from paradise, look all of you upon Henry White. The
Vernon
heretic
Tree.
Tread on holy ground because he is a scumbag, right, Cooper? Now, what are you gonna do for your friends? Take a piss in the well like a sissy boy? Or are you gonna act like a man for once? Come on, shoot if you got any balls. No! Shoot! Shoot!
Blam. Oh. Oh.
You bastard!
Oof. Oh, I broke his leg.
You stupid scumbag used all your bullets.
Henry?
There aren't any rats. They were laughing at us. At Henry White.
What are we gonna do with him? Henry, you okay?
What's that face?
I'm not gonna burn these ones.
It's weird the sound is not present totally.
Yeah, it's almost like a few channels. It's not even, but it's not like all of them are gone. It's just like a few channels, or most of the channels are gone.
Mm. Oh, how's he still alive?
How's he standing up in the boot?
Oh,
no, it's a
that's a
truck, isn't
van.
it?
Yeah.
It's a van, yeah.
White Enterprises
Oh, he's like a Bruce Wayne, is he?
today.
Mr. White, your 6 o'clock is here. It's John yesterday.
John yesterday.
Thank you, Lori. My compliments to your stylist. Great suit.
I picked it out, Mr. White.
Ah, then my compliments to Human Resources for hiring you.
You hired me yourself, Mr. White.
Oh, I see. Tell him to come right in, please.
Mr. White will see you now, Mr. Yesterday.
Thank you.
Come over here, John. Have a look at this sunset. My advice to you is, if in your next life you come back as a filthy rich businessman, remember to get an office with a view like this. It's the only part that's really worth it in the end.
I can't even remember what I've done in this life, Mr. White.
Henry. Call me Henry. You used to call me that. How is your mother doing?
She has a slight cold. She seems like a good person. She's been telling me a lot about my life, but I can't seem to remember anything about it. Not a thing.
Give her my best. And let me pick your brains for a moment. What has she told you? You never used to talk about yourself in the old days. What has your mother told you about your childhood?
All there is to tell. Only child, shy, few friends, obedient, athletic. I just wish I could remember.
What do you know about your youth?
I threw myself into my schoolwork. Apparently, I'm smart. I have a master's in the history of religion from my mother. She's a worldwide authority on the history of satanic cults. The terrible thing is that I don't remember a single thing I
Mom
learned
gave
in all
me a
those years
degree.
in the university, except what was in the books you sent me in the hospital and what my mother has been telling me.
Do you have a partner?
My mother says I had a girlfriend a long time ago, Suzanne. Now I'm single, it seems.
What has she told you about your likes?
This is strange. She told me that I never liked grapes. But the other day I tried one and it was delicious.
Grapes are
Interesting.
great.
To what extent are our likes and dislikes conditioned by our memories? By the way, I love grapes. Everything all right at the hospital?
Yes, of course. Thank you for taking care of the bill.
I didn't do it. My money did. Sometimes it gets tired of
Raisins
rotting
are
in the
shit,
bank.
like a handful of pennies.
Tell me, John, have you managed to remember anything about your past on your own?
No. Well, sometimes I get small flashes of random images, sounds. It's happened 3 times now. Watching a movie, looking at my hand, seeing a bluebird.
Curious, isn't it?
Checking
Tell
Twitter.
me more.
Hmm.
What was it you remembered when you were
This is
watching
before
that movie?
Elon Musk
It
took
took
over
place
X.
in Paris. Suddenly, I saw, I don't know, a sort of antique shop. A girl.
Hello.
What came to mind when you looked at your hand?
Well, it
I
was
thought of the girl
actually
again.
the scar on my hand. The image of a strange person appeared in my mind. Some kind of priest in a church. He was talking about killing someone. Me.
What happened when you looked at this blue bird?
It perched on the windowsill in the hospital. Suddenly I saw myself with a beard and long hair in a blizzard.
Oh, goodness, John. I haven't even offered you a chair. I'm very sorry for what happened, John. Very sorry. I can't help thinking that it's all my doing.
On the contrary, I've come here to thank you.
And to get some answers, I imagine. What do you want to know?
I want to know who I am.
I'm not God, John. If you want to solve that mystery, go to a church and pray. I can only resolve human dilemmas.
Why did you send those books on satanic cults to me in the hospital?
To help your mother re-educate you, and with an eye to a matter that we had between us. One that we still have.
What connects me to you?
There's a lot, John. You were working for me when you tried to kill yourself. You got too involved in the investigation. You lost your perspective. Lori has the contract, by the way. Ask for her copy on your way out if you want.
What did my investigation consist of?
I hired you to get information about the Order of the Flesh, a satanic cult from the 15th century, in the hope that this would help us trap a present-day killer. My own investigation wasn't going anywhere.
What had you discovered before hiring me?
The Order of the Flesh was founded in 1463 by an ex-priest named Ginés de Orduña.
I can just imagine, Tongs, that you're saying that name back to yourself out loud.
What was the Order of the Flesh about?
We know very little. They worshipped the devil and combined alchemy with torture, in search of God knows what, until the Inquisition began to persecute them.
Did the Inquisition put a stop to the Order of the Flesh?
In 1498, when it seemed like Cardinal Cisneros, the Grand Inquisitor, had them cornered, they disappeared from the map. They evaporated. No one knows how or to where.
What did I find out?
You started doing some research in the archives at the University of Salamanca in Spain, and you found something curious. A missive from the guard Captain Miguel de Somosierra to Cardinal Cisneros, written on the 31st of August, 1501.
Do you find it weird, Steve? How can I put this? When somebody, let's just say you just speak to an average Joe, maybe at work or something, and they say something in a different language, like French or Spanish or whatever it might be, and they say it with the accent. Would you prefer them to say it with the accent or without the accent?
I'm usually impressed when they do. I don't know, because to me it's like not necessarily an accent. Like someone speaking, like a French speaker speaking English as an accent, but like they're saying it properly as opposed to just. I'm sort of like impressed when they do it. I don't necessarily see anything wrong, but then don't necessarily expect it.
Because I remember.
What do you think of it?
I guess it depends on the situation. So Johnny Foreskin's brother Shannon, like sometimes he'll say something in French, but he'll say it as if like he's a French speaker. He's never been to France, or he isn't a French speaker. But I remember we were at a cafe, and Lisa like finds it very, very cringy. So I deliberately asked him, I say, "Hey Shannon, how do you say this in French?" And then he started speaking like that, and then Shannon couldn't see me, but I looked at Lisa and just like, and she didn't like it. It was very funny. Shannon Foreskin? No, just Johnny Foreskin.
Like to me, the opposite though is like, it's like people saying "faux," and almost even when they hear it pronounced correctly, they still say "faux." Like to me, that's a very Australian, arrogant thing. That's to me the version of like not even trying, because like to me, it's not an accent. It's like you're saying it. You're at least trying to say things properly, as opposed to just going like Australians do, just going "far."
Or
No, they didn't even say that "faux."
can I get some jalapenos?
Yeah,
Things like that. Yeah.
that's at least that's probably different than saying it like that. That's just saying it phonetically, as
Well,
opposed to because it's a silent J more than an accent thing. That's not fully silent, but yeah, that's
different sounding letter kind of thing. Yeah.
what's the ears? Which one of us offended Tongs' ears?
Probably all of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
What did the letter say?
He stated that on that very morning his troops had traveled to the temple where they suspected the Order was meeting, that they went in and interrupted a demonic ritual, that they killed all its members without mercy, and that finally they burned the church, reducing it to rubble and the ashes of satanic cadavers.
Jalapenos.
Yeah. Or there's that that Mexican soda, Jarrito. But people go, "Oh, can I get a Jarrito?" It's like, ooh.
The letter didn't say
That
anything else?
one's
Yes, the captain congratulated him for the tip that led them to the temple. Literally, he said, "Thankfully, Your Excellency saw the relationship between the Order of the Flesh and the Holy Cathedral of Our Lady of Paris. That led us to reveal the evil in an apparently holy church."
that one like the things like jalapenos and stuff isn't like that sounds the weirdest, but then to me it's not as bad because I remember reading something where some said like people mispronouncing stuff like that when there's like secret ways to supposed to pronounce it. It's a sign of literacy, like jalapenos or Georgie instead of Jorge or that kind of stuff. It's like if someone hasn't heard someone else say it, then how are they supposed to know how it's said?
I guess
Like
that's
that's
one
more
chance.
forgivable. Oh yeah, if someone like corrects, like if they hear it properly and it still persists, that's weird. But like to me, it's like how's someone supposed to know if they haven't heard it? Like it's not that bad.
It sounds like the Jeff Bacala Mario versus Mario thing. Because Dan's like, he says his own name. He says it's a me Mario, and yet you still call him Mario.
Yeah, but that's just the voice actor's version of it. I don't know that version of Mario is a racist caricature voice anyway, so it's not like that's set in stone of how to say Mario.
What relationship is there between Notre Dame and the Order?
Notre
That was the
Dame?
next and final step in
No.
our investigation.
Yes.
No. It's
I mean,
not
that's exactly,
Notre.
that's what I said though. That's just someone saying it. He's only said it. He's seen it written down. But that's weird. Notre Dame is famous enough that usually I would have thought you'd hear it verbally before seeing it written down.
I'm pretty sure though that Americans do say Notre Dame because there's a university. Correct me if I'm wrong, Americans. That is like, no.
What did I find out in Paris?
I don't know.
Patty.
You disappeared there for 15 days when you finally called. You were very distressed. You told me that you found something very important and that you couldn't tell me over the telephone. So I flew to Paris.
Why didn't I tell you what I found out?
Because when I arrived at your hotel, you had attempted suicide. You were dying. You had swallowed mercury.
Oh, yikes.
Plus, you had cut your hand, drawing the symbol of the Order of the Flesh on your
It's a
skin.
fancy Y though.
It looked like a Y.
How did you know it was a suicide?
You left a note. Forgive me, Henry, but to get to the bottom of this, first I must die.
Drinking mercury would be. I wonder what mercury tastes like. Probably just like a fork.
Probably just the nastiest chemically taste
Yeah.
ever.
Tell me about this killer.
He's been killing hobos for years. First he only burned them, but then his modus operandi
It
evolved.
used to be considered a cure. Like, because Mozart died of mercury poisoning, a mixture of syphilis and mercury poisoning, but he was taking the mercury as a cure for the syphilis.
How did the hobo killer evolve?
He stopped burning his victims and started torturing them using satanic rituals.
What led you to link him to this cult?
At a certain point, he started carving a sort of Y into the bodies of his victims, the symbol of the Order of the Flesh.
Why are you so interested in capturing him?
For a time, I worked as a volunteer in an NGO called the Children of Don Quixote. They help the homeless. Over the years, I stopped working with them because there's something that can help them more than I can. My money. It's been covering all their expenses since my parents died and I took over White Enterprises. I'm not going to allow anyone to keep attacking these people, John. And you're going to help me.
Why did you hire me?
I hired your mother first, John. But after a while, she came to a dead end. I didn't know where to go from there. She said that if anyone could get further, it would be you. Now you know everything, John. Talk to Lori.
Have her give you your tickets.
What tickets?
Ah, did I forget to mention that? You're leaving for Paris this afternoon. That's okay with you, right?
Yeah, Henry. I need to know who I am.
Exactly, John. Your father would be proud of you.
I wouldn't like to be sprung saying, yeah, you're going to Paris tomorrow. It's like, what? But then again, Paris is like a 22-hour flight for us, so it would be like...
You're sure the suite does not bring back any memories?
Yeah, I can't imagine it's a short flight from America though, either. But
Dommage.
yeah.
Well, call me if you need anything at all. Dinner with adult entertainment. You get my drift? Blonde, brunette, bald, black, white, young, oldies, sex pots, fat ladies, dwarves, hussies, spinsters, natural, surgically enhanced, clean, or filthy.
Filthy hussy, please.
And 10% discount if I get to watch. Okay?
Thank you, Albert.
Jesus Christ.
I'll keep it in mind.
While you're getting settled in, you notice something strange in your room. Can't put your finger on it. Just a strange stench.
People.
Yeah. Oh, probably would be with that guy.
Yeah,
oh, Newton's Cradle.
I like to watch.
I've had a lot of Newton's Cradles in these point and clicks.
Is he talking about the Newton's Cradle's balls?
It's very soothing, that noise. A suitcase full of clothes that your ultra-protective mother packed for you. When you guys go overseas, do you always pack like 5 more underwears than you need in case you shit yourself, even though you've never shat yourself?
Not necessarily for shitting myself, but usually just 1 or 2, maybe extra.
Yeah. And books that Henry sent you to help you with your investigation. You're so fascinated by the memories in the room triggers to... By the memories, the room triggers to think about anything in that suitcase. You're so fascinated by the memories, the room triggers to think, okay.
But the worst thing with going overseas is the lead up to it. Every single person asking if you've packed. I fucking hate it.
A werewolf howling at the moon. You lift the picture in case there's something behind it, and in fact, there is a wall. Ooh, it's a Nosferatu. An original sketch by Alban Brow for the movie Nosferatu, the Vampire from 1922. You lift the picture to see if there's something behind it, and in fact, there is a wall. Okay.
No, there's a...
And by Sean Rogue.
It's a miracle that Nosferatu still exists, the original movie at least. Because I think it's the wife of Bram Stoker.
Sorry, who?
The wife of Bram Stoker.
Say that again. One
Actually,
more time.
I'm not the only person that makes that mistake. It's Bram Stoker.
Okay, good.
I said it the wrong way first, but everyone does that.
No,
Um,
they don't.
Every single person, you ask anyone and they'll say it wrong, and they may even not even know the right version of it.
Steve is such a filth bag.
Exactly, Verdant Tree. Exactly. The wife tried to get them all burnt or something, right? Is that right?
Yeah, she engaged legal action against Nosferatu for copyright infringement and versus Dracula, which it sort of was. They couldn't get the rights to Dracula, so they just changed the names. But they did change, so it's like a horrific version of, like, visually is horrific version of Dracula, but changed a few things. But yeah, she came after them anyway. And I think she sued them, but they didn't have enough money for the things. But one of the conditions was you have to destroy all of the copies of Nosferatu. But a couple of them survived and they've been pieced together.
Mm. You lift a picture in case there's something behind it, and there is a wall. One of these has to be more than just a wall, surely. You gaze at the drawings, something comes back to you. Oh, it's a safe.
Your secret is safe with me, Monsieur Yesterday. I'll keep it from anyone who doesn't say these two words, including if it is you.
Yeah,
He's reminding me of someone. A comedian, comic actor.
Mm. What did you hide in there? You try to force it by sticking your fingernails under the edge, but as would expected. Oh, yuck. A notebook, a fountain pen courtesy of the hotel. You are grateful for the hotel.es for thoughtfulness. What's this? Ooh. A letter opener. Pick up the letter opener. Its blade is so dull, it's more like a letter ripper. Oh, these are cool. When you look closely at these pictures, the aroma of mercury comes back to you and you remember. You didn't try to kill yourself. Oh. Look behind the 3 pictures and don't find anything. You ever see that Ripper game? It had Christopher Walken in it, I believe. It's like a FMV.
Yeah, they did it on one of the giant bomb things. I remember Vinny playing it. Because I remember the cursor was a spinning blade at one stage, and I had Christopher Walker on screen in his idle animation, and Vinny was like swinging it over his head, because if you went on him, it would context sensitive switch to something else. So he just flicked it over his, like, kept moving the mouse cursor over his head.
Right.
And he goes, oh, he's not even reacting to it. And I think whoever else he was with, might have been Jeff Gerstmann, goes, Chris Walker's not going to flinch from your fucking knife tricks.
Suddenly you remember cutting something out of a card, just like this one. You pick it up. Okay.
Which other actor? There was another actor, because it came up recently in...
Paul Giamatti. It's like one of his first roles.
Okay.
Spot of champagne. There's nothing to celebrate at the moment. You leaf through the book and marvel at yourself. It's a real gem. Okay.
I think actually it might have been one of those. I was watching a review of The Warriors. It was like the person mentioned, oh, this is so such an actor. Didn't do many roles, but one of the ones he was in was the, that FMV game.
A jacuzzi. More like a hot tub, since jacuzzi is just the most famous brand. Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know either.
So it's like the Breville. Because I think, is it South Australians, Verdant Tree, that call a toasty a Breville? One of the states does. I can't remember.
Well, Australians do it a lot. Like Eneski, Duna, they're all brand names, not that we just now use it as generic terms.
Eski's better than a chili bin, though.
Was Icebox? No. Yeah, Icebox is what I've usually heard it. Non-Australians call it.
At the moment, you don't care to take a bath. I wouldn't consider a jacuzzi a bath anyway.
Nah,
The controls
it's like the opposite. You end up.
It's covered in smegma and stuff.
Well, even if no one does anything like that, like it's got like body fat on the surface usually, doesn't it?
Like you just skim it off like a soup.
Yeah,
That's so gross.
that's what I heard. That's like if they're not cleaned, there's like a oily, like a greasy buildup on where the waterline is, and apparently that's body fat.
My God, that is the most foul thing I've never thought of before. Oh, I think a
You're
jacuzzi that
welcome.
has lights is like I love that. I also love swimming pools that have lights at nighttime.
Yeah.
My dad's swimming pool had one big green light. So relaxing, the sound of bubbling water. Take a bath when you find what you've hidden, not before. Okay.
I know about the body fat residue because my neighbor had one, and it's something that I'd never thought of, but he reassured me, even though I didn't have a worry because I never thought of it. But he said, and he's the type to deep clean things regularly, but he goes, yeah, deep cleaners you don't have to worry about, and he's named all issues with a hot tub, I guess we called it. Yeah, it's things I never thought of. He goes, because the first thing he says, yeah, we don't do anything naughty in the, because he has a wife, don't do anything naughty in the thing. It's like, okay, I'll take that with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily believe that, but he goes, yeah, and you have to worry about it. And then he mentioned the fatty buildup, which I never thought of, and you just have to worry about that because I clean it. I do a deep clean occasionally, like
Yuck.
every month or so.
Rosemary oil. According to your books in Satanism, rosemary is used in different potions to achieve the eternal life. Superstition or not, you're going to take it. Rosemary's delicious. Reparative hand cream. Will this hand cream repair the scar on your hand? No, but whatever. A bottle of cologne. Expensive, no doubt. It's not the first time you've smelt this cologne. It smells like
That's his.
Henry. Without knowing exactly why, you don't like it. Can I take it anyway? Cologne repels you a little. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the smell of people's colognes either. Natural soap. You debate whether to take all the soap or not end up compromising. Okay. 1 bar is enough. Okay. Parisian water comes out really cold. Oh boy, does it. When I stayed in Paris one time, we had this shower that was really interesting because there was an option to spray from the sides, not just up and down. And so I was in the shower enjoying a nice shower and I'm like, oh, what? Side spray? That's fun. And I pressed that and it immediately shot like ice cold water at the sides. It wasn't good. A clean towel. You take the towel like a common hotel towel thief. One of those extractor fans that come on automatically when you turn on the light. You try to remove the cover with your hand, but it's held in with some screws. You try removing the screws from the cover, but the ends of the letter opener doesn't fit across the heads of the screws. Damn. Where's the down arrow? How do I go back? Better I can look at this. By clicking in the mirror. Got it. Alright. Can we open up the safe with the letter opener? The point of the letter opener is far from sharp. It doesn't fit the lock. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I tried to do, but it said no. You look under the telephone in case there's a clue. Something out of place. Nothing.
Hello, son. Have you arrived? Have you had dinner? How was the flight? Have you remembered anything?
The trip was oddly uncomfortable. Mr. White had reserved the entire first-class section for me, and I had 2 flight attendants hovering over me the whole time. It was impossible to get any reading done.
Oh,
Guess what?
boo-hoo.
On the plane, they
I got
offered
the
me
whole
great
first class
sushi.
section to
And?
myself,
I
and it was
tried
such a
them, Mom.
pain.
They were delicious.
How strange. When you were a little boy, you used to spit them in my face. But I'm
Oh.
glad you finally come to like them, son. You've never eaten enough fruit.
True.
Wait, why was she trying to continuously feed Gravestream when I guess parents do that. Yeah, I guess parents do that anyway.
It's very strange, Mom.
You stop there. This is your mother. What good would it do to worry her?
I've stopped remembering things since I met Mr. White. On my last visit, I stored something using a password that I can't remember now. Any ideas what it is?
I don't know, son. Frank for your father, maybe. Elaine for me. Suzanne for that girlfriend you had. Or perhaps something having to do with Satanism? I don't know.
That's the usual thing.
Mom, I don't think I tried to kill myself.
What are you saying, son?
You stop yourself. You can't tell your mother that someone tried to kill you.
It might have been an accident. Imagine that I broke a thermometer and that the mercury fell into a glass and then I drank from it without noticing and...
John,
yeah, that's a stretch.
John, you don't have to reassure me. I know that nothing will happen this time. I trust you. You're intelligent and strong.
Oh, didn't even say goodbye to Mum. Typical American behavior, based on the movies we've seen.
John, how are you doing?
Fine, Mr. White.
Henry. To you, I'm just Henry.
Yes, Henry, pardon me. The hotel is really over the top, Henry. Thank you.
Over the top? You'll never change, John. That's exactly what you said to me the last time.
The front desk clerk is a little odd, don't you think?
I don't remember him. I'll have him fired, all right?
No, don't do that. It's really nothing.
Better. We all have a right to make a living.
Jesus.
When I was in New York, you mentioned my father. Did you ever meet him?
Excuse me, John. What do you have for me, Cooper?
A woman of about 50, passed out, drunk.
In one piece?
Almost.
Take her to the generator room. I want her awake and calm. Call me when she's ready. Excuse me, John. Where were we? Ah, yes. Dementia is a very hard thing. But let's not talk about that, okay?
I'm starting to remember things, Henry.
Congratulations. I knew that this trip would help you. I just knew it.
I didn't try to kill myself, Henry. Someone forced me to swallow the mercury.
What are you saying? I'll send a bodyguard. I'll call Lori. I'm sure we have someone in Paris. Don't leave the hotel. Someone will come for you.
The last time I was in the hotel, I hid something.
Interesting. What could it be? Well, call me if you find it. Remember that anything you turn up, no matter how minor, can help us save lives.
What do you know about my suicide attempt?
Nothing. Well, that Mr. White found you and he took you to a hospital in some kind of private ambulance. He made sure no one was the wiser. We don't want any scandals here.
I smell a fake accent.
Not a single one, monsieur, yesterday. I'm sorry to say that your behavior was very boring. Despite the fact that I dropped the price of my very best girls as much as 20%. Have you had a change of heart?
No, thank you.
25%? 30?
30? Oof.
I
35
think I
and
know
you got a
it's-
deal.
I know the actor I'm thinking of. No, I forget his name because he's in City Slickers and Home Alone. He's the
What?
one that's not the bandit that's not Joe Pesci.
Daniel Stern?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see it. I love Daniel Stern. He was also in Little Monsters and The Wonder Years.
Who's been
Yeah,
in
he's the voice of the
room
narrator.
since my previous visit?
Only Mr. White, the maid, Matthew from maintenance, and me. But not a single guest. Someone has to clean the room, even if there are no guests, sir. By the way, If you're interested in her, be in the room tomorrow when she comes to clean it. She's new and frisky. Free fan dance on the first visit. I just went to leave a small welcome gift on the terrace a little while ago, monsieur. The maid noticed that the extractor fan in the bathroom was not working, so I sent Matthew to fix it. Mr. White came to the hotel because you called him. He went up to the room, and that was when he found you half dead.
Is this hotel named after Gustave Doré, the artist?
Mais non.
That's
It's
a
named after,
Doré.
well, another Doré, who's also an artist in his own way. The funny thing is that he's a great-great-grandson of the original Doré.
I know that you have an envelope for me.
Of course, Monsieur Yesterday. But as per your instructions, you have to say 2 words before I can give it to you.
I wonder if we can just brute force it by telling him all these things. It's not going to prevent us from doing it, so let's at least try it.
Dommage. You're not getting any closer.
Dommage. Oh, although you don't know yourself very well, you swear that you could have hidden the password somewhere in the suite.
I see that you still can't remember. I'm sorry.
Why?
Dommage. You're not getting any closer.
It would be funny if it was just our name.
Dommage. You're not getting any closer.
Flesh?
I'm sorry to say that the password does not include that word.
Okay. Well, we're not going to guess it. Oh.
Dommage. You're not getting any closer.
Okay. Let's have a look at this. The welcome card. He did say that he cut something from it. Card is not an envelope. Okay. What if we... Okay. A fountain pen. What if it's you know where you get a pencil and you rub it over the page?
Yeah.
Notebook. Writing things down, a great tool for someone with amnesia. Problem is that you still haven't remembered anything to write down. What is the hand cream for? Maybe it's used for like lubricant? Oops.
Tell me about it.
Yuck. Yuck. One of the extractor fans? Yeah. According to Albert, after your last visit, they had it fixed. Apparently someone had broken it on purpose. Oh, you know what it is? I know what's going to happen. We stop the extractor fan, it'll steam up the mirror, and then it'll say something. Are we sure we can't use this? Try removing the screws in the cover. The ends of the letter open. It doesn't fit the crosses. So a Phillips head then. Is this a Phillips head pen? Point of the pen is too weak to turn the screws. How would we... We don't have a screwy. Turn the... Yeah, okay. Hot water knob. Knob? I wouldn't call that a knob. Oh, what if we use the towel to block it? This would be a good way of jamming the fan cover if it weren't in the way. Okay, good. So we know that's what we're going to do. We just have to find a screwy. Tap, probably. Is what I'd call it.
Yeah, taps. Yeah, it's usually called a tap.
So fascinated by the memories. Okay. Why did the French music start playing? Welcome card. Facsimile edition of Paradise Lost. Let's look at these things. Towel. Soap. Natural soap. Mediterranean almond milk. Ooh la la. Hand cream. Repairing hand cream arena. Cream mains something or other. Rosemary oil. We wish you a pleasant and comfortable stay with us.
If you use... and when you use it, you'll end up with 2 types of cream on your hands.
Jesus, this guy. Can we even use things on ourselves? We can't. Okay. Spot of champagne. Nothing to celebrate. There's nothing in here. Can we go outside if we try? Oh, well, there's no door to go outside. What if we cream up the Newton's cradle? Oh. You don't care to perfume this. What would we want to perfume? The card maybe? No? The notebook? When you look at the 2 products, a memory comes to you. Did you mix them together and use the mixture to write something on the mirror? Why? Ah, yes, so... What did you write? Could the letters be readable? I mean, yeah. How do we get a screwy? I reckon we use this. We just have to blunt it somehow.
That's what it says when you use it. Letter opener is already blunt.
Yeah, but I mean like the tip. Like we need to make it into
Yeah,
a
break it
star
off.
pattern or something. Is there anyone else we can call? Oh, Mrs. Yesterday?
What really happened to my father? Was he crazy?
Son, I would have preferred for you not to find out. I told you that your father died in the tragedy at Cadway Station, but that's not what really happened.
That's where the little boy died.
As I've told you, your father was the world's leading expert on satanic sects. The best. He was my thesis director. That's how we met. It's
Satanic
true
sects
that your
is the
father
best
was at
sects.
Cadway when the station caved in, but he survived. And he stayed there, living in its ruins. I begged him to come back home, but it was no use. He said that the station was the only place he felt safe. After the collapse, your father was traumatized. He said that he was being persecuted by a satanic sect called the Unmentionable Ones. The last time I went to see him, I tried everything, but he didn't want to leave. He called me a heretic, and he disappeared without a trace.
Wasn't he in his 80s, if we're talking about the same guy? Let's, like, this guy's what, probably 30, 40 maybe?
Yeah.
She's probably like 60.
Frank Yesterday was a great man, John. A true scholar, a good husband, and the best of fathers. He loved you very much, John. Just don't make the same mistakes he did.
Suzanne.
I'm sorry to say that the password does not include that word.
Thought that would be the case. Can we use a letter opener to... Far from sharp, it doesn't fit the lock. It's true, it doesn't fit the lock, but... Oh, what about this? You try the point of the fountain pen in the lock, but it doesn't help you open it. Perpetual mobile. Perpetual motion. The clacking balls put you on edge. Story of your life, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
What
Clacking
are we
walls would
missing?
put me on the edge.
You could slit the fabric on the back of the picture if the letter opener was sharper. Wow, okay. So how do we sharpen a letter opener? Hidden face of doorway.
Do you have or use a letter opener?
No, I just use my finger. Doesn't work very well. That's probably why they
No.
invented letter openers.
Also, if you do several in a row, you end up like not quite paper cuts, but your finger ends up like a little bit rough.
Mm. Oh, is this a stone that we could... You feel around the vein for some kind of secret mechanism. Stone is rough. Oh, okay. So let's just... Yes.
I think you could sharpen a letter opener.
Oh.
Oh, you're making it the flat head.
Wears down the end of the letter opener remarkably fast. I don't remember closing this. You slit the fabric on the back of the picture, and underneath you find something that is no doubt put there by yourself. Oh, okay. If we go like this and put it over the top. Why would someone cut this out of the Eiffel Tower? And what about is the rectangle is missing? Hang on. What if we... Surely not. What if... Beep, beep, beep. Ah, look at that. Revolution. A nice word. Okay, there's one of our words. That would be so hard to do. Like, hold it up and then cut it out based on... Like, what if you've got a longer arm? I suppose it's our arm. We did it.
Yeah, what if you're standing in the wrong spot? What if... Well, what was the thing revealed? Was it the welcome kit or something like that? Or was it on the... Yeah, like what was it that was in the box, the cutout box, to make that word?
What do you mean?
Like, is there like a biggest... Is there like a... Was it like a plate that said Viva la Revolution or something like that? Like on the terrace? That's the thing that...
No, it was like a
Or was that a
neon
building?
sign.
A neon sign, okay.
You fit the tip of the letter opener into the crosses on the heads and screws and... Yes.
Then what if the neon bulb's blue at the moment? You're trying to use that, or
Oh, you'd be screwed.
they changed the sign? Yeah, they changed the sign.
You insert the towel with care so it blocks the movement of the fan blades. And screw it back on. Nice. Now, we turn this on. Ba ba ba. And the word is alchemy.
Take this, babe.
What if it was just a big cock and balls? Geesey, how you doing? Alchemy, now you remember. It was you who wrote the word there by mixing the lotion and the oil, so it wouldn't be easy to clean off. All right, well.
What if it was a cock and balls with the message underneath, use the cream?
Steve, filth bag.
Give me the envelope, Albert. Revolution, alchemy.
We're getting back our memory, huh? I'll
Wrong
bring it right
order.
up. Here you go, Monsieur Yesterday.
Thanks a lot, Albert.
Their photos? Huh? Pretty photos. Naked, dirty, trashy, filthy, lascivious. If you don't have a buyer, I can find you one. 10% discount if I can
Good
watch
night,
you.
Albert.
Oh, I see. That bulge must be some kind of toy. I'll leave you alone.
Albert, played by Steve.
I was gonna say, other than constantly trying to make money or try to push stuff and sell stuff, that's pretty much me. Like, oh, photos, are they filthy? Are they dirty? Is there naked women in there?
Although you've sharpened the point of the letter opener, you would have had to have filed it exactly the shape of the original key. Okay. You open the envelope and find 2 gifts you left for yourself. Swimming goggles. The Evergreen, 1853. Wasn't that a letter? I mean, a painting? Some swim goggles. Ooh.
I have to go in the spa?
Yeah,
The
maybe.
jacuzzi?
You go diving for pearls.
Mm-hmm.
You put the goggles on and look under the bubbles. Outlined in fluorescent paint, 8 by 8. Your work, no doubt.
They got me another chess puzzle.
You take your part. Hang on. You choose not to shut off the jacuzzi. The sound relaxes you. Evergreen. Have we seen Evergreen before? Is that a thing?
I don't remember.
It occurs to you that perhaps you hid something under one of the tiles in the square, but what could it be? These goggles aren't going to help you see any better, except for underwater. Yeah, do this. Doesn't allow me to do anything though. Maybe we can call Mumsy on the phone. Oh.
Did the words "The Evergreen 1852" mean anything to you?
Of course. It's the name of a legendary chess match.
Ah.
Anderson moves the knight to e7 and defeats Dufresne in 24 moves.
E7. Okay. E7. Now we should be able to do it. Outline flashman, did that. You locate, oh there we did it. You locate the corresponding tile, E7 on the chessboard. You pry it open with the letter open and find a small package wrapped in plastic. Yes. You unfold the plastic and find a key. Lovely. Looks like a safe key. I always like the keys with the little balls and like the little dimples and balls rather than the teeth. Something about it's cool.
I look at the key again.
Okay.
Oh, those, yeah, that like you rarely see them.
Yeah. Le Tout Petit. A card from an antique shop a few blocks from here. You decide to visit it tomorrow. And just then... Hello. It's not the first time an image of this girl comes to mind. Whoever she is. The solution tomorrow. No sound effects in this cutscene if they let you. Oh, cool. No question about it. It is that girl in the image. Has appeared to you several times, but you can't remember anything about her.
Reach up, grab your crotch and go, what have you been feeding this thing? You got blondes.
Oh, Total Recall. Love it. Looks like Posh Spice here.
Yeah.
Steve is
Maybe
such
Posh
a
Spice,
fatbag.
maybe Courtney Cox.
Introducing yourself.
I'm John Yesterday, a specialist in
Brainsy,
satanic
how you
sects.
doing?
Oh,
Jeez.
it is Total Recall.
Huh.
Wait, is that happening in Total Recall? She just slaps him?
Sounds right.
Am I thinking of another movie where he's lost his memory and then he meets a girl he doesn't think he has history with and she just slaps him straight off the bat?
Isn't it? It's what's her name? Is it Melinda? Is that what her name is? I can't remember.
Melina.
Melina.
Melina's the character, yeah.
I think it's Melina that slaps him, not Sharon Stone.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah.
And now I finally remember. You were here several months ago.
That's when they're by themselves, yeah. So initially it's the blonde thing. They're grabbing the balls.
Information, Mr. Yesterday. See that door?
But when they're alone, that's when she
You should go
slaps
back
him.
where you came from.
All right, let's just pronounce this word completely wrong.
I need to find out some things about the relationship between Notre Dame Cathedral and alchemy, and Mr. Petit is one of the few people to have researched this topic.
Find out for yourself. Mr. Petit isn't available.
Old Mr. Little.
Have you heard of the Inquisitor, a serial killer who's targeting panhandlers in New York? I believe Mr. Petit can help me find him.
First, you'll have to find Mr. Petit, and I doubt very much that you'll be able to do that.
If you could just tell me where he is.
In hell, Mr. Yesterday. My father committed suicide 2 months ago. Go and look for him there.
I'm so sorry. How clumsy of me. Very clumsy. Sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Can I buy you a cup of coffee?
I would love
I should
coffee.
say no.
But that escalated. Bad performance.
Was I that bad?
That's not it. But I don't think I'm going to flatter your male ego by saying otherwise. I don't kiss up to people.
She took out a lip ring to.
Yeah.
Are you
Got in the way.
Of what?
Of you, John. These months have brought a little peace to my shitty little world. Now you'll be leaving. I'm in no position to
Psychic.
see more male figures in my life.
Hey, it's not the first time we've done this.
Don't be an idiot. I'm talking about my father's diary.
You never told me your father kept a diary.
I don't confide in just anyone. It's full of notes about alchemy, Notre Dame, a satanic sect.
She said it right.
Right up your alley. I'll give it to you tomorrow, and then there'll be nothing left to keep you here.
The diary opened my eyes, Pauline. I have to go to a mental hospital.
Oh, so that's a
in New York.
flashback.
You're leaving.
Come with me. I'll get my things from the
Those
hotel.
lip rings
You get
new.
the diary. We'll meet back at the airport, okay?
I should say no.
Oh, that was also a flashback. What the hell's going on? Didn't show up and then went to the hotel. Someone made you drink quite a lot of mercury. But you can't tell Pauline that. How's she going to believe something like that? That's what you should say, like literally.
I know what you're here for. You must know where you left it. Take the diary and get out of here.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe Notre Dame was used to organize a rendezvous.
Maybe. Hey, look, tongs. It's our skull. All right. Well, I reckon we might call it there. We're a little bit over the 2-hour mark. It's been pretty fun. It's I don't feel that we've been super stuck, which is nice. That's always good when solutions sort of cascade and make sense. All right, let's see. How do before we close out, we'll just make sure, we click this? Okay, cool. There's the latest save down there. Perfect. It's kind of interesting that it has all these little, you can jump back and do these things. It's cool. All right, click this. Do you want to leave? Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Let's see if there's anybody online to shoot you guys across to. Let's see. Who do we have? We have. Yeah, let's send you across to someone. I don't think I've ever raided this person. Maybe I have, but we'll send you across to Captain Clever, who is playing Retro. I'm not sure exactly what he's playing because Retro is kind of broad.
Looks like a King mod.
Awesome. Cool. Well, as always, make sure you do something for yourself this weekend. Get yourself a nice cup of joe. Maybe get yourself a pain au chocolat or a croissant. Both delicious things, and both go very, very well with coffee. Alrighty. Until next time, folks, we will be, tomorrow we'll be continuing Life is Strange, True Colors. That has been fantastic. We were on a major cliffhanger, not to say exactly what happened, but you should definitely